Hi, this is John with Fender, and I'm here with Stan Cody from our Fender pedals team. What you just heard is the Fender MTG tube distortion pedal running through a 68 custom deluxe reverb, which is set clean. And Stan, I love this pedal. 3-band EQ, it's a low to medium gain pedal. You have a tight control, you have a really versatile boost, and it just pretty much does anything you need it to do. And I want to hand it over to you to talk a little bit more about it.
I love this pedal too. I think this one turned out great. This we did with our pal Bruce Egnater, who's super well known in the tube amp world, and a great guy, super great guy. The backstory of this pedal is we had kind of a warehouse full of US-made new old stock military miniature tubes that we don't use in amplifiers typically. So we held on to them, and then kind of put the pieces together. Called Bruce and said, hey, do you feel like collaborating with us on a pedal? And he was like, yeah, I'm in. So it uses actual new old stock US-made tube, runs that tube at high voltage, which is pretty cool. The feature set you described is pretty neat. One very fun thing about it is it runs on just a general 9-volt power supply, draws about 300 milliamps.
All right, let's look at the knobs, see what they can do, and then we'll hear some tones.
Sounds great. All right, we can start with the gain control.
Okay. Cleans up nice as well, right?
So not a raging amount of gain, but
Works for me.
yeah, like it. Let's talk about the tight control.
Sure.
So the tight control kind of controls the articulation in the low end. Show you that. So this control is just a gain control for only the low frequencies. And it's really useful. If you're going to play rhythm, maybe you want it to be a little more articulate. But sometimes if you're playing single note solo stuff, and especially if it's a little looser like bluesier types of styles or more kind of earlier rock things.
So less tight, yeah.
Yeah, less tight and make it a little more complex. It swirls a little more, but if you're playing more aggressive music, maybe a little tighter. So it's fun to have the flexibility. This is totally a Bruce Egnater thing, and he's got it on some of his amps, and I really like it. It's got a lot of utility.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, let's take a closer look at the boost and see how that works.
The boost on this pedal, I think, is particularly cool. Many boosts just let you get more gain, maybe, or more output level. This one lets you do both in different proportions.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, so there's two separate knobs. There's an alternate output level control, and then there's just additional gain. So the neat thing about this boost also is that it's very transparent. So when it's on and the controls are set neutrally, it doesn't do anything to the tone.
Oh, nice.
So I'll kick it on just to hear that, and then I'll just push the levels and we can see what it
Let's
does.
check it out.
Yeah, so great for a solo boost. You could hear at the end I had the gain kind of up and an additional little extra push of level. It's also great if you need to just get to a different dynamic section of a song. Maybe you need to come down in a hurry on something.
Yeah, totally usable.
And then the boost is obviously foot switchable. And then along with that foot switch, there's a bypass foot switch, as with every pedal.
Absolutely.
And this pedal is true bypass. So here's the straight, non-affected tone.
Did I say I love this pedal?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this pedal.
Okay.
And of course, as with all the Fender pedals, we have these cool illuminated knobs so you can see them on a dark stage, and you can switch them off if you want.
And there's your look at the Fender MTG tube distortion pedal. Check out the full line of Fender pedals at fender.com, and stay tuned here for more videos. We'll see you soon.